Hi, my name is Hugh McNabb and I'm a psychotherapist. Although I have called this video Understanding Mental Health, I believe the very phrase mental health can actually make us feel a little worse. I prefer emotional health. In this video, I'll explain why all human beings can be susceptible to emotional distressing conditions, such as anxiety, panic attacks, PTSD, and depression, to name but a few, and that all of these conditions are perfectly normal human responses to pressure. First, we must understand a little about how the human brain works. As mankind has evolved, the brain has always had an emotional centre, but the thinking parts of the brain started quite small and have grown over time from the centre outwards as we have learned and developed. Although now the thinking parts of the brain are much larger, the emotional centre is much more important when trying to understand how we can become distressed. In the emotional brain, there is a part called the fight or flight response. This has always existed and is there to keep us safe. This fight or flight response is nature's very earliest development and one which has allowed us to survive and therefore be able to evolve into modern day human beings. It's what makes you jump when you're suddenly surprised. I call this fight or flight area of the brain the security guard, as it's designed to keep us safe. The newest part of the brain actually consists of two halves, the left and right hemispheres, which I simply call the thinking parts of the brain. Our brain helps us understand the outside world through our 5 senses and receives billions of pieces of information every second of our lives. The first part of the brain to receive each piece of information is the security guard. This allows your security guard to react as quickly as possible, raising an alarm if any of your senses detect danger. If there is no danger, this information then also travels to many different parts of the brain in order to be understood and acted upon. The security system runs unconsciously throughout every second of your life, constantly using all 5 senses to evaluate the outside world for danger. In order to further understand how the security guard raises an alarm when necessary, we first must understand how the brain runs on different fuels called neurotransmitters. The emotional brain has a relatively simple task to do. It looks at information from the outside world and adds emotional content to help us recognize whatever our senses are detecting. A familiar face may make us happy, or a sudden sound make us frightened. A weepy movie may make us sad. Disgusting taste make us check the sell-by date. I call this process emotional tagging. Each tag helps us identify the world around us, give it meaning, and is a different fuel. Now let's move on and think about the fuels for the thinking parts of the brain. The 2 parts of the thinking brain are very sophisticated and normally run on high-grade 5-star fuel. All of your skill, knowledge, and virtually everything that makes you the person you are come from the thinking brain. When the thinking brain is running on the correct fuel, you will have access to all of your particular skills and knowledge, each of us having a unique set of capabilities. But whatever we have, it will run best when we're running on high-grade 5-star fuel. Now let's think about how the emotional brain communicates with the thinking brain. Emotional fuels blend in with the 5-star fuel. They do not cause inefficiency, they simply help understanding, unless they are really powerful. We all know that when we're really upset, we can't think straight, but when we're only mildly upset, we can push the feelings aside and just carry on with our day. But now consider the security guard. This part of the emotional brain operates with yet another unique fuel. I call it low-grade 2-star, and it's a very different fuel. When the security guard detects danger through any of the 5 senses, he will immediately raise an alarm by flooding the thinking brain with 2-star fuel. The thinking brain simply does not run well on 2-star fuel, so you are forced to stop doing whatever you were and pay attention to the alarm. You are commanded to pay attention. You have no choice. As soon as you've paid attention and taken some form of action in relation to the possible danger that is, the security guard switches off the 2-star fuel and your normal thinking abilities and 5-star fuel are restored. Now, just as you learn going through life, so does your security guard. When you experience either physical or emotional pain, your security guard captures a multi-sense snapshot of the event and stores this for future reference in a filing cabinet in his office, in order to keep you from repeating that same bad experience over and over. The day after this painful occurrence, the security guard will tell your senses to look out for this happening again. Your senses will therefore see the world as a slightly more dangerous place than the day before. And based on the experience of the previous day, this is appropriate that it happens. As you learn what is dangerous in life, the filing cabinet can fill up. If this were to keep happening, you could become quite neurotic. Fortunately, nature has designed another process which allows us to keep the filing cabinet contents age relevant, and this happens at night while we sleep. We dream. And when we dream, we calm down unresolved emotions from the previous day. We do this every night of our lives, constantly keeping the contents of the filing cabinet in control. The cabinet is not emptied, but the contents are kept both up to date and age relevant. Like all other parts of the human body, sometimes this filing cabinet process simply breaks down. Usually, the in process works fine, but the out process fails to properly clear the filing cabinet out, leaving some distressing memories in there for far too long. If this goes on for some time, the filing cabinet can become seriously overloaded, and the dreaming process is likely to also break down, and this will usually be accompanied by abnormal sleep. When our filing cabinet is in control, we tend to be at our emotional best. When our filing cabinet is out of control, we suffer from emotional distress. Within the medical community, we would be told we had a mental health condition. Remember, I greatly prefer to think of emotional distress. When we are under emotional distress, each of us has a natural disposition in terms of how we will behave. Some of us may become anxious, some perhaps depressed. Some may have panic attacks. Others may develop phobias or become obsessed with details. or even develop flashbacks and PTSD. When the filing cabinet is full, the security guard's alarm will not be simply going on and then off when you take some specific action. It will be constantly detecting danger when comparing your current life to the past distressing memories in your filing cabinet. The alarm will be ringing, and the thinking brain will be constantly flooded with 2-star fuel. Remember, when your thinking brain is flooded with 2-star fuel, it does not run very well, and you will have trouble accessing your particular skills and knowledge. This flooding explains why we can sometimes feel so generally awful when we suffer from our own particular emotional condition. This is because we do not simply lose access to one of our skills, but most of them, and often at the same time. We may not want to talk to anyone or answer the phone or go out socially. Work may be a real challenge, as we will be aware that our decision-making capabilities are not perhaps as good as usual, and we're liable to be making mistakes or poor choices. Our inability to concentrate, to use our imagination, or access both short-term and longer-term memory can also be a problem. Having to get through the day will take much more effort and will therefore be very, very draining. Often, when we would normally handle several things at once, we can be reduced to taking one thing at a time and still may feel pretty exhausted at night. Yet, as exhausted as we feel, we may well have trouble getting a proper night's sleep, which of course only compounds our problems. You may not suffer personally from all of these symptoms, but you will probably suffer from quite a few of them, because everyone does. You're not alone. So, if you've had some distressing things happen to you in your past, and perhaps they've remained in your filing cabinet long after they should have been removed, this will cause your security guard to flood the thinking parts of your brain with low-grade 2-star fuel. You will probably find it difficult to access at least some of your skills and knowledge, making each day an awful lot harder than it should be. If this goes on for an extended period of time, you may lose confidence and become very self-critical, knowing that you're capable of doing so much more, yet being unable to explain why you cannot deliver. This drop in confidence can in turn trigger changes in behaviour, which are unlikely to help you resolve your emotional distress. Perhaps avoiding social events and friends, or cutting down on exercise, or beginning to be a lazy eater, snacks and junk food taking much less effort to prepare. At this point, you are emotionally vulnerable and may well seek inappropriate comfort, such as alcohol, drugs, or excessive gambling, or simply staying in bed too long. These things can, of course, further compound your emotional distress by creating real current life issues, as well as the troublesome memories from your past. If you suffer from virtually any form of emotional distress, mental health concerns, or even if you do not, everyone has a filing cabinet, and there are always past distressing memories in there. You may benefit from clearing out your filing cabinet. In my experience, treating the contents of the filing cabinet is an essential first step towards helping people regain control of their lives. I do this using a process called rewind. Rewind allows you to selectively remove and calm down past troublesome memories in your filing cabinet, even if you are not consciously aware of which memories are causing your distress. Your unconscious mind would know exactly what to do. It's a painless and quick process lasting around 10 minutes or so, and repeated maybe 3 or 4 times over a few weeks. This process is available free of charge to anyone with access to broadband and the internet at www.thehumanapproach.com. There is no advertising, no marketing, and no selling on this website. It's a purely personal contribution to society. All I hope is that I can help you to begin your recovery. Go to www.thehumanapproach.com and I'll see you there. Bye for now.